There we go. Hello, hello. That's right, so how are you? How's it going? I'm just waking up. I'm trying very hard to stick to my schedule, so I'm literally just waking up. Well, alright. Alright, let's do the daily.
Hey, I've got a job for you. Oh, are you? Huh? Ah, it might be.
Uh, alright, let's do these. Let's make the cupcakes first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm good. How I'm doing? Alright. I actually just feel like for the first time my routine is slowly coming back to normal. I just need to stick to it. I think I've done three days in a row of streaming, which is a really good start for me. And hopefully gonna do my afternoon stream, which unfortunately you miss out because you're sound asleep as you should be. But yeah, getting better, getting better. Hi, Spy. I'm not used to seeing your name 2 days in a row.
Oh, greetings, neighbor.
Alright.
There are so many nice people here. Oh,
Is another one. Ah, you're up doing trade me things at 6 a.m. Well, at least you're grinding, as they say. You see that stuff and trade me are now like, well, trade me bought into stuff, which was interesting. So much for them trying to stay independent, right? I'll watch it later. Yeah, I appreciate it. You're one of the few that do watch the VODs consistently later. You, Ramona, and Sheldon. Yeah, I do appreciate it. My regular VODs watchers. Want to get ahead of things that's going for self today. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Welcome back. Perfect. I'd like to talk again.
There you go. I think that gives me a stack too. Yeah, stack, there you go. Alright. Well, now do the Mirabelle one. Just feed a rabbit. I guess quiz. That's alright. I'm just doing the Dreamlight, the Parks one. This one is a rabbit. Um, so hopefully, so the Scrooge one I have at the moment, I have to mine for shinies, which is annoying. But I've still got my pickaxe. That has a potion on it. All right. Mine any shiny materials while hanging out with Scrooge. All right. So yeah, well, that's probably going to be a little bit of an annoying one to do, um, but hopefully, I think this is the last one as well. So once I've done that, I should get the popcorn mining cart. It's the last one I need, and then we should be done with all the quests, at least for now. I think there's one more Maribel one, but I won't be giving it for like 2 days. Is the I need my minecart too. Yeah, it's the last one everyone really needs. But so basically, you do a quest for Scrooge, wait 2 days, then you get another one, then wait 2 days. So I think this is the last one. From what I've heard, it's the last one. Could be wrong. It drove me mental how awesome your markets are. Well, I do appreciate it. I mean, I do. To be fair, I put way too much time into it, as you probably are aware with me doing this nearly every day, every weekday. I don't think they look awesome, but I think they look good. Good enough for me not to go crazy over it. Alright, where's the rabbit? Looks nothing like my mess. I think everyone feels like that about something. Like I've got definitely a few areas that are very messy at the moment. But that's why I have my grind weeks, which is this week where I just grind out resources and stuff, and then I have my design weeks. So, and I'm never happy. I always like mess up my valley because I just get an ADHD idea and I just don't complete it. What? Feed some rabbits and Peaceful Mellow their favorite food. I just did. What did I do wrong? Oh, I helped her. Damn it. I think I had to have her with me when I did that. Alright, I think that's the brown one, so I need then, luckily, it's another one called the black one. Alright, let's try that again. Where's Maribel? I nearly screwed that up. No, if you're gonna do the rabbit one, make sure Maribel is following you. Don't be me. Oh, you drink black V? I drink blue V. Yeah, I like black V since I was young. Then they took it away for a while. I'm just glad they brought it back. Um, I just bought a whole bunch of it. I figured I'd just do it because once I get my new heart, I'm not gonna be able to drink so much fizzy drink and stuff. I have to be healthy and all that bullshit. And it's not like my existing heart's gonna get better, so I might as well just abuse it a little bit. Not to say it's fine though. I asked the doctors like, do I have any like diet requirements and all that stuff, and they're just like, nah. Like you, because there's nothing I did to screw up my heart. So it's not like I was obese and my heart went south. It's just the fact of my heart was broken, and I was just born that way. So it was nothing I did. So I drank 2 cans of black V at once. Well, one day I got them on reduced clear. I like black V. Black V I find probably the better one. I don't know why. I just like the darker kind of taste. Always have to remember to get the tea. Where did I put it? I thought I put it out here. I had it. There. To be fair, I've drunk one blue tea once. Ah, sorry, blue V once, and I don't know. It's too blueberry to me. I walked in Pack and Save once, and the V drinks were at the checkout, so I grabbed a couple there. That's how they get you. They played you. They played you. You fell for their sneaky ploy of putting things in front of, like at the end of the supermarket, and while you're waiting in line, you end up picking stuff. That's how they get you. That's why self checkouts are so much better, because one, they're faster, and two, typically your hands are a lot more full, and so you can't accidentally buy anything on the way. Right, where's this black rabbit? There's the black rabbit. Button. There's a white rabbit. Is that a black one? Is that the brown one? What is the brown and black one? Oh yeah, the black one has white on it, and it feels like... Well, where did it go? Oh, there. Yeah, I think this is the black one. There you go. Where are you? Come. There we go. Cool. There we go. That's all done. Now we can get good. Scrooge with us again.
Good day, dear.
Cool. We can sell that. Alright, we'll go Story Route Vale and then we'll do some mining and try and get some shinies. I'm assuming the shinies are just any kind of shinies. But we'll find out pretty quick if they're not. Even if you don't finish the event, you can do it next year. Yeah, I know. But, I mean, in my current situation right now, who knows what I will be doing in a year's time. It will just annoy me. It would just annoy me if I don't. My crazy would just not be happy. I'm not going to worry about the bonus right now. I can't be bothered. But I'm just farming real quick. I unlocked those 8 quests. It was annoying. Which 8 quests? Damn it. I had 18 2 days ago, finished 5, went 13, then unlocked 8, which went to 21 quests. Alright, this game sometimes. I mean, at least it keeps you busy. I mean, that's the point. People forget you're not supposed to rush the game. Just take it slow. Oh, there's some shiny. Alright, I'll pick up shiny. Cool. Alright, that's 1 down. Yeah, you're supposed to take it slow, so don't stress. I think that's what everyone does. I think they just have to lay it out better so people don't stress about it. I'm glad they've got so many quests. I don't know why people are freaking on about it. Because, I mean, if people complain about how so many quests, they'll stop putting quests in the game. We don't want that. And I think that's probably why they've been hesitant to put the dailies in it. Because that's why they've only got 1 daily with the Remy. It's because people will complain that there's too many quests if they put dailies in it. I missed out on questing for 3-star pass. So, yeah, I mean that's the only bugger of it, I guess. Is that you don't have enough time to do the quest and star pass sometimes. But this is, I mean, that's kind of my game love to actually put the ability to do star pass whenever you want. That bit I do agree with. Yeah. Strangely, I actually like Remy's dailies. I like using the Iron Warts to make it. Yeah, I do as well. To be honest, I think them adding the Remy's one was a really, really good idea, and I was hoping for more of that, and it just never committed. I do sometimes. It does annoy me that the quest pops up on your map, and it's a little bit distracting, and every time you talk to him, it's always popping up. When I don't really want to do the daily at the moment. So I do wish there was a way to kind of just turn off that daily, because it's never ending, right? So it's just once you've done it, it looks a bit, it's just really annoying on your map. So I do wish there was a way to turn that on and off, but I don't. I think they need to do more dailies, to be honest. Over. Usually, if I see the purple icon, I just talk to them and then just add to the queue. Mine is Nathan. So the problem is that mine is clean, or normally it's clean. So when I pick it up, I have to do it. But to be fair, I probably need more war iron anyway for my grind, so I probably should be doing it anyway. It's just another thing that I don't really want to do. It's one of those ones that I'm only going to really do if I ever get to a point where I need more stuff to grind. It's probably not going to happen. There you go. Another shiny. Whoa. Just drop these off. Alright. Alright. I just dump with the rubies as well, I don't need, but I'm still waking up, so I'm still a bit messy. Oh. Alright, so I just need one more anyway. I'm nearly there. I'll get up soon and have a breakfast. Yeah, I mean, this is my morning boot up. So eventually I'll snap out of it. I think once I take my medication, my ADHD medication kicks in, that's when I seem to come right. Still got another half an hour before I can do that. Good up. That's just annoying. Let's go in there. There we go. That's shiny's done. Yay! I got it. Damn it. How can I get back? Cool. Alright, I got the popcorn bucket, and now I think I need to still make it, so but go over to the island first. Alright, so that's done. Next step is getting a stack of blue ones, because that's what we said we were going to do. As boring as that will be. There we go. And that's the... Oh, where's it? Popcorn bucket. There you go. two of them. Oh yeah, because I just built one. Yeah. Yay! I need a table to put them all on, but so all my basic ones are here. I got that one, and then I've got I've got all the popcorn buckets spread within the Parks Island, theme park island. There's Doug. I never had a popcorn bucket before. Next week I'll probably decorate this a little bit more and get to a more finished state. I need to do something in the middle. It feels like there's a bit missing, but yeah. One step at a time. GG's, thank you. Alright, well that's all done. So get rid of Scroogey, and what we probably want to do, no more quests to do. Yep, all clean. Alright, we're gonna mine some blue thingies, blue buttons. As boring as that is. One of those gotta be done ones. Or is you fish for blue buttons? Oh yeah, I'm gonna be fishing. It's just boring because you just stay in the same spot and go over and over and over and over. This is my spot here. Alright, so how many do we got at the moment? We've got 7, so this might be a while. Two memories in a row, that's pretty good. Sometimes I think Game Loft should merge those two little ponds in the middle, like the pond. Those two little ones irritate me. I think they should give you the ability to move ponds. Oh god, that's too loud. I'll turn that off. Turns out that music does not play if you fish up a memory. I mean, when they first announced the game, and when they were in like the early devs developers cycle, they did say you could move ponds or like move ponds and rivers and stuff. Fortunately, it never came to fruition, and they never said anything ever about it again. But they did initially say that. Kind of wish they would go back to that, because the placement of that and the treehouse, and the willow in the middle of the swamp, those are the fact that you can't move them. It really affects the design. It's very annoying. Forgot you need a fishing buddy to get more buttons. Yeah. Hell no, I'm not going to be doing this without the buddy. And you get that extra 4 bonus on top of the bonus as well. So sometimes some of them are 4. Let's see if any of these are. See, that was a 4. I picked up a 4. That's a 1. 1. That's a 4. There you go. And that's a 1. So yeah, sometimes you get 4 with it as well. So. Yeah, I want to move Gothel to the floating islands. I mean, I probably wouldn't move it, but at least give the option, you know? Yeah, I'm 25 already. I'm already a quarter of the way through my mission. This is the only button you can really grind out, though. It kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Hi, Lindsay. That's a new name. Lindsay? Lindsay. Lindsay. How are you doing? Good evening. Well, it's good morning for me. You moved all your villains there. Which island? Which island as your villain island? I don't know why everyone hates the villain so much. Like, you can't have a good movie without a good villain. The villains are sometimes the more interesting characters. It's easy to be good. It's harder to be a dick. Actually, no, it's easy to be a dick, and it's harder to be good. I don't know. The Glades. Nah. I like the bad guys in the game. I wish they add more. Everyone's like says Mother Gothel's triggering. It's like that's the kind of point of her character though. Like, you're not supposed to like it. And that's why it's easy to visit them all at once. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, they're each their own, I guess. I guess some people, you know, had rough experiences in their lives, so it's a little bit triggering. I get that. But I'd probably never banish them to somewhere. Ash the button quest. Ah, so you should. Ah, the button quest. I've done all the quests. I'm just grinding out buttons. I find some just annoying. That's the point, right? Isn't that the point? No one looks at a villain going, I like talking to them. I have so much buttons. I have a lot of buttons too. I think I have over like 400 of each one. Except for the purple ones, I always hold off until making those until the end of the event. Oh, Donald. Shh. Quiet, Donald. Quiet, Donald. So weird now to have the sound turned off. I only do it. I only turn off the sound if I'm doing a fishing grind, just because it's too loud. All right, we're halfway there. Halfway for a goal. When did you start playing this game? In 2022, 23, 22. It's been a while now. A very, very long time ago. When did you start playing the game? I'll move them back when I finish decorating. We never finish decorating. That's part of the problem. Give me the buttons so you don't have to fish. No, it means I have to fish for more of them if I give you the buttons. Well, that's well indeed. So you've done all the quests? Yes, I have. I did all the quests a while ago, and I've done most of the uh, these things. What are the Dreamlight duties? So I've done all those, done all the village ones, done all the Eternity Isle ones, and I'm grinding out the Storybook Vale ones. But I've been really slack on the Storybook Vale ones. Oh, go away. Where's Yasmin when you need him? Need her. You love me, I'm nice to you. I didn't say you couldn't have them. I'm just saying I have to grind out more if I do give them to you. And oh, thanks, Mr. Tanker. Appreciate it. Oh dear, that bot. Never seen them in a while. Yeah, normally they get caught by the automatic filter. But that one got through. I have a hard time with decorating, so I will never be done with it. I think that's a problem with everybody. Like, you get to a design, you're happy with it for like a couple of days, and then you play around, and then all of a sudden there's something you need to change, and then it kind of goes downhill. But that also could be just an ADHD thing. So, oh, I should keep my food bonus up. I got slack. There's always someone cheering over there. I think she's talking to Remy and it's just bugging out for the fence. Oh. Hi everyone, I need 200 buttons. Of what color? Because I can, honestly, I'll give you the buttons if you need it. I'm waiting until there's 10 on the ground, so it's at 6, 7. I make half done and then don't know what to do. No ADHD, I have Panos, a PDD, on a spectrum. Not quite sure what that is, but sounds like something similarish. Okay, grateful for floating islands to move the characters there, all of them, at least for my game. Sorry, I can't read chat and do the fishing at the same time. At least for my game, I see other maps for gardens and storage. Yeah, I mean, that's the point of the islands, right? Just to have something. I mean, I see them as just theme islands that I'm just going to use for events, and a farming island for grinding. And maybe I'm going to use the farming island for dream snaps. Now that you guys have convinced me to do it. Oh, go away, Donald. Sorry, buddy. I don't want to talk to you. Blue ones. I can give you blue ones if you want. Yeah, let me finish this grind. I'm nearly there. I only need 25 more. And I'll give you some blue ones if you want. It's easier for stream snaps too. True. Yeah. So I'm going to use the floating islands for dream snaps now. Because I'm doing a dream set today because I'm doing my longest stream later today. It's like a 4-hour stream. And we'll be doing the dream snaps there where I actually try. That's the thing now. I'm actually going to try. You won't use a floating island from dream snap. Why not? I mean, having like a blank slate, isn't that, perfect? What time tonight? So you're in New Zealand, right? So around about 6, 7. It will depend on if I can get my chores done or just like my life things done. But around about 6 or 7. 7 at the latest. I'll definitely be streaming at 7. 6 will probably be the earlier time if I can get my ass into gear. And where the mods will actually give feedback, try to give feedback this time. What are you talking about? Ah, that's right, because I abused my mods last time we did a dream snap together. I forgot about that. That's right. Someone's clipped that, haven't they? I think Yasmin clipped it or something. You did your dream snap already. Well, you post it because we'll go through everyone's dream snaps on the stream. That could be a thing we do. So every Wednesday we're going to be doing a longer stream where I do my dream snap. Maybe at the same time we will show everyone that does come to the stream their own dream snaps on stream. So if you do want to show up, post it in the Discord, and we'll go through everybody's. So we'll go through yours, Brissa, and we'll Ramona, if you're out there listening to this in hindsight, or even Sheldon, post your dream snaps in the Discord. Hopefully you see this in time, and then we can go through everybody's. Dream snaps daily or weekly? Weekly. So you should be able to see it now that you've unlocked Vanellope, you should be able to see it. So if you're probably not in the game right now because you're probably getting ready for school. But when you're on next, just go to event and then go to Dream Snaps, and you'll see the current challenge here, and that will tell you basically what you want to hit. And then just entering the competition will get you moonstones. So that's why you kind of want to do it regardless of what it is, even if it's not good. So you just want to put something through. But these are the tags of the items you want. So every item has a tag on it. So it should be at the top. It will say Dream Snaps as well. But unfortunately, it doesn't. I don't think they. Oh yeah, it does tell you the tags at the bottom. You can't see it because my picture's in the way. But at the bottom, you'll see the matching tags, and what you want is items that cover the most tags. So there's 4 tags, so this one's got 4 in it, so this is something you probably want to use. You also want it to look good at the same time. So the more tags, the more likely your Dream Snap will show up on the voting. You'll get more votes, you'll get more points, and then you'll be higher in the rank. And that's essentially how it works. And the higher the rank you are, the more moonstones you get. Alright, Jack's skeleton is kind of showing off a little bit. Alright, Donald, I get that you're very happy for me, but can you drop some buttons now? Yeah, I'll do the next one. Do it every weekend. Yeah, I mean, it resets every Thursday for us. So in New Zealand, the weekly rollover is, I think it's about 3 a.m. on a Wednesday is when the day ticks over. No, 3 a.m. on a Thursday is when it ticks over. So if you do it now, today, there'll be a new one tomorrow, this time tomorrow. So you may want to do it like a really, really shitty one today, just so you get those moonstones. You won't get them like straight away. You get them like a week because people have to vote for it, obviously. So I would recommend put in a really crap one today. Just anything. Doesn't even need to be, you know. Oh no, you would have done it during the quest, right? You might have already submitted one when you did the Vanellope quest, but just put one in anyway. Just make sure you put one in. And then you can do the next one whenever. Well, at least it's before Wednesday. Or Thursday next week, sorry. Alright, we're done. We've done this quest. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna go dump the buttons. Yeah, the first few will be trash. You don't have much stuff to play around there, but eventually, yeah, exactly. And the key to it is putting through something just to get the moonstones. I think that's something that I mucked up a little bit because if you can get like an easy 300 moonstones, like just by taking a picture and submitting it, you might as well do it. All right, so let me think here. Alright, well now I do a button run, and I think we're done for the day in terms of the buttons. Right on time as well. Nearly at our hour mark. Or at 7 o'clock. Close. And then we'll go back to grinding in Storybook Vale. Do I have any flail on it? Gonna go now, but see you tonight. Alright, Mr. Tanker. Have a fun day at school. I say that knowing full well it's school. So don't worry. I do hunch over a little bit while I play. I shouldn't really do that. I need to straighten my back a little bit. I think it's because I normally sit on the seat. I've got my bag on me, so it's kind of has to sit here. So I can't always stretch my back out. Yeah, bloody school. Spoken like a true teenager, mate. Enjoy it. To be honest, enjoy it while it lasts. I'm definitely reached the point in my adulthood that, like, I kind of wish I was back at school. Life was a lot more simpler. A lot less bills to pay. A lot less complicated work drama. Everyone says that. Yeah, it's one of those things you don't. There's nothing I can do to convince you of what I'm saying until you experience it. So you just have to either take my word for it or don't. There's nothing I can do to really convince you that it really is better. The joys of being young. You distracted me. Sorry, mate. Have a good one. Alright, so what do we want to do now? Probably go around grinding a few things, don't we? So we probably need a foraging buddy. Alright, where is he? With Stitchy. Ah, damn it. Nothing. Alright, there we go. Keep the food up. Donald immediately falls over. Alright. Well, let's vacuum everything up. I use a lot of mist when I do that. I shouldn't really use it so liberally. Oh, there's some over here. If I see them, I typically try and harvest them. It does save me as a mist. Ooh. I could turn on the sound again, shouldn't I? There we go. That's a lot better. Stupid fishing may be making me turn it off. Cool, clear it out. Alright, we're going to be a little bit more cautious with using mist, because I'm running a bit low.
Hi there, pal.
Seeds. Alright, so which one should we do first? Let's say it's vanilla. So we're going to be doing vanilla. Oh, actually, no, those first. I'm running low on these because I sold so many of them trying to finish my Dreamlight duties. Alright.
You should be proud.
Alright. Alright, so vanilla looks like it's going to be the first one, so... Really should get rid of the flowers before I do this, but... It's easy to go back and forward, so I get to in my own head when I do these runs. Do them. Cool. I need to be picking up all the flowers too, so I do need to use the mist, but unfortunately now it's bugged out a little bit. So normally, previously, anyway, when you go to Dreamlight and you go through the duties, you see the your Dreamlight count, right? But normally when you go to Attorney Isle, this would switch over to Mist. Unfortunately, something's gone wrong with a recent update that it no longer does that. So there's actually no way, at least no way I've worked out, to see your Mist without going to Attorney Isle and opening up your inventory. So it's a little bit annoying at the moment. So I don't know how much mist I have. So I only really find out when I use the machines. It's very annoying. And it's a very annoying bug, which I really hope they fix soon, because I keep running out of mist very quickly as a result. See there, 473, but good old ADHD goldfish memory, I'm going to forget it. Something up here. Oh. I'm hoping to finish the vanilla pretty quickly, because you can get it from two places. You can get it from Storybook Vale, but you also can get it from the Sunlit Plateau. So essentially you can get about 20 every single time you do this run. And in that theory, if you do it once every day, you finish it within a week. At least the hard one. Or the 400 one, you'd finish it within 20 days, technically. But if you do it twice a day, you can finish it within 10. And that may seem a bit daunting, but just do a little bit at a time. If you get bored, just stop. And then just pick it up again. Then you would only need how many days you got left? Alright, it's 7 o'clock, so we'll just quickly finish this run. No, that's all done. Alright, cool. I think that's everything. Cool. So we'll dart over the Sunlit Plateau. We'll finish off the vanilla hunting. I think we actually just use the machine as well. So I don't think we're actually going to get a lot. But it's just doing that little bit at a time every day. So log on, set up your machines right, and just use them. To pick up the vanilla if you just want to grind out. So I've got 1. Alright. Yeah, that makes sense. So I only need 60. So that's what, 3 more days. Shorter if I actually logged in and... yeah, shorter if I actually logged in actually. So I'm getting distracted. Did that run again. I think you can do it every hour. I haven't cared enough to look into that respawn rate. Alright, we'll dump the yellow ones here. Where are the olive ones? Where have I put the olive ones? Everything's such a mess with my flowers that I don't actually remember where I've put everything. I don't even know if I put the olive ones out yet. It feels like I haven't. What's in this one? There you go. I don't think I have the olive ones out on display. Alright, let me just put a standout. I'll fix it later, but I think I'm going to spend some time next week fixing up how I've kind of ordered all my flowers. Just so this confusion doesn't happen. Because now I potentially have made like a chest of 2 of these. But that's for design week, not grind week. Cool. And we'll dance over here. Cool. Alright. So, it is that time again that we switch over to my portable unit. Portable heart unit. And I know when she's here, Yasmin likes the big screen, so we'll switch over to the big screen while I do it. Kind of looks weird because I'm kind of pointing it towards my crotch, but not really. Alright. That. I don't know. Yeah. Oh. There you go. Crotch cam. Oh, there's Yasmin. Hey, Yasmin. Very good timing. Switch it over. I need to set up my cam light permanently here so I can just like push a button and it switches to it. But maybe when I get a new one. So it will beep. I could mute the mic, but this is more fun for me. You guys have to suffer what I have to suffer for every day. How's it going? It's going fine. It's going fine. Cool. And that's done. There we go. Alright, so I'm gonna go get a coffee. Well, actually, no, I've got a V. I shouldn't really drink coffee, but I'm gonna go take my medication. And maybe get a coffee. I'll see how I feel. But yeah, we'll take a 5-10 minute break, and I'll be back in a sec. See you soon. Alright. I am back. There we go. Hello. Cool. Alright, so what do we want to do now? So we want to go back to grinding some of these. So we can't do that. Oh, could do that. I think that actually might be done already. Welcome back, Spy. Alright, there we go. So that should actually finish this. Boom, done. There's another one ticked off of this long list. Alright. Well, can't do that one. Pegasi. Well, feeding the Pegasi. Let's go do that. How many Pegasi do we have today? So I don't log in during the day as well, so there's a few of them that I do miss. So we can do the peach one. Can't do the yellow one. So there's only... Oh no, there's blue and peach. I technically could do the yellow one if I logged in later. Not limit safari. Alright. Let's go do that one. I think the critters one is the one that you have to be the most patient with. Just remember to do them. I think that's the hard bit, is remembering to do them. And just tick at least one or two off every day. Made me a PB&J sandwich with hot chocolate for breakfast. That's actually that's a good sandwich, a good breakfast. I haven't had a peanut butter and jelly for a while. Everyone's not really into peanut butter. I think that's the reason why we don't get it. It's not like she'll stop me getting it. It's just, it's a lot easier when your partner likes something or doesn't like something. Feels like the camera's like really high. You kind of need a little bit. There you go. I'm learning more about framing. Yeah, every day with the critters. I mean, I would say try and do it every day, but if you miss a day, don't stress about it. Just try. It's one of those really annoying ones that you just have to be patient with. And I would say don't even stress about logging in at a certain time to tick it off. Just do at least one. And then that one is just one less you need to do later on. Because, I mean, if I remember, I'll log in later and tick one off, but there's a good chance I won't. There we go. And remember to only give them the liked foods, because their favorite foods, there's no point. And they're rather expensive using their favorite foods, so... Alright, well that's done for now. That's all I can do for now. What's the next one? Inks, already did that. Already done that, already done that. Mine... I mean, I could do that. I should listen to my own advice and do the Baby Dragons one. What have I got? I need to go get some rubies. Write them in a notebook for days and time. I mean, I use the wiki. I think the wiki is the best. I got the buttons now that I can easily bring them up. Oh. I say that, it doesn't work. Does this switch over Nope, it doesn't switch over properly. I don't want to show my Sharesies account. That'd be a bit embarrassing. There you go. Alright, cool. So the best way I do it is go to critters here. And it has all of them here. And then you can go into like whatever one you're targeting. And then find out their times. So here, like Baby Pixie, Baby Dragons. So they're light foods. And they're light foods here. It's just gems. So you just need to give them any gems, but these are the ones they actually like. So I try not to stress too much about it. I just use the wiki. We'll jump back over to here. Got all the toon critters within a week, but couldn't with the others. Yeah, I mean, again, people take this game like you have to grind things out really quickly. Just take the time with it. Be patient. It's supposed to be a casual, easy game. Don't stress about it. Woosa. Alright, what can we do? We can do purple dragons, can't do the greens, that's the 10, and the blue ones. So beanstalk and wildwoods. We're in the wildwoods now, so let's go find a dragon, eh? There he is. That was easy. Hey, Ramona, how are you going? I use a Dreamlight Valley Collection app on your phone. There's a Dreamlight Valley Collection app? I don't really need that. I'm too good for an app. I don't think I'll get much need out of it. Much use out of it. And I like doing things a little bit old school way with the wiki and stuff. Figuring out my own system. I'm good. Working and listening to your stream. Nice. It's a good way to be. It's a good old radio station. I will die on the hill that streaming is the new radio. That you just switched it on the background, you can listen to whatever. And it's a good way of just grinding out your day. Because the gameplay and everything else is just... It's just a visual element of it all. I mean, yeah, it does help with the conversation, but it's not the main reason you listen to streams. Yep, Dreamlight Valley by AGL mobile app. But yeah, I don't think I need it. I don't think oh, at least right now, I don't need it. They could introduce something that it may require it. Oh, memory. Cool. Yeah, that's nearly done. Cool, and I think we'll also do the owls. Owls. So, what owls do we have today? The owls that we have is the purple one, can't do the light one, and the brown one. Purple and brown one. To be honest, the only thing I'm a little bit disappointed with the critters with this expansion pack is, yeah, they're cool. Dragon, owls, and Pegasi are cool, but their colors are rather bland, and they're just very samey, and they didn't really stick out that much in terms of the variations. And it would be cool if like the purple one looks different than the black one, other than just a color palette change, just a slight variation. But they really have butchered the critters. I think they've made they've dumbed down the critters, and they're not as interesting as they used to be. Just even their behaviors when you put them down and they do whatever. They kind of don't actually do the idle kind of animations as much anymore. So I mean, I remember watching the crows the other day, just because I was playing around with the game, and they wouldn't go perching and eating some food, and I think it's because if there's too many on screen, they tend to bugger up. Not work. So like here, I don't know if they will actually perch on the things that I put down. I would like them, the flying ones, to land a little bit more. fly at all. I mean, the only time they land is when they actually feed, and they don't often feed. So maybe perch on the house, like they just sit on the house, or you could put like perching stands for them where they kind of just like a perching stand that you could like say put here, and they just fly down it and just sit on it, not sit on, stand on it. Oh, there you go. He did it finally. Yeah, it's very rare and few far between. Forgot about Father's Day. When is Father's Day? 7th of September. Okay, you really did forget about it. This 7th of September is a very long time away. Why are you worried about Father's Day? Where's the brown one? Oh, there you go. There you go. Alright, well, what's the next one that we work on? I think we have to go back, we're going to the mining ones. Pure ice one. But the... No, I meant the birthday of the founder who created Father's Day is June 18th. The, the founder... So, no, I meant the birthday of the founder who created Father's Day is the June the 18th. Why would you celebrate the birthday of someone who founded a day? That's very confusing. Uh, Hold on. So this is Father's Day, right? Been celebrated in the 19th and above since the Middle Ages. But it says here it is the 7th of September. What? Uh, I don't know who told you what you just said about whoever founded it, but it doesn't seem like one individual did. I mean, Saint Joseph's Day is the 19th of March, and that's how it was normally celebrated. I think you're drunk. I don't know what you're on about. USA Father's Day. There we go. That's probably what you're referring to. Your Father's Day in the United States in 2025 is June the 15th. So that's probably what you're on. But in New Zealand, it's not until September, the 7th of September. There you go. There you go. There we've solved the mystery. And it's not. I don't think it's International Father's Day. I think it's just the American Father's Day. Is because everyone's got it different. Yeah, if we go over here, yeah, let's go over here. So African traditions. Now Algeria, it's the third Sunday of June. In Egypt, it's the 21st of June. In Kenya, it's the third Sunday of June. In Morocco, it's the third Sunday of June. In Mozambique, it's the 19th of March, which actually aligns with what? The St. Joseph's Day. Nigeria, it's the third Sunday in June. Shkiles, it's the 19th of June. South Africa, it's the third Sunday. Oh, we could go through this list, but it's different on everyone's kind of way. This is May. So it's somewhere around the 1st of May. On Shevat, first month of the civil year. Iran, it's the 24th of. Okay. I didn't even know that was a month. Isfand. Indonesia, it's the 12th of November, one day before my birthday. Malaysia, oh no, Malaysia. So a lot of them do have it in June, though, to be fair. But it does vary in every country. I think it's probably a season thing. It's probably the. So Taiwan, it's the 8th of August. In Thailand, it's the 5th of December. Belarus is 21st of October. Finland is the second Sunday of November. So yeah, it's different, but it looks like the majority do have it sometime in June, to be fair, for your credit. My dad doesn't even know when his dad day is. No, I don't drink. Well, there you go. So the reason why he got confused is because he probably heard it was Father's Day from someone who's not in New Zealand. But if he's in New Zealand, I don't know. So that's a tricky one. If your dad lives in a different country that celebrates Father's Day on a different day, which day do you celebrate it on? The day of the country that you're in, or the country that your father's in? What's the consensus on that one? All right, I need to make a potion. Do you celebrate it in the country that you're in, or do you celebrate the country that your father's in? June 19th, 1910, he was born. I was like, excuse me? What? 1910? Who was born in 1910? Who's who's 115 years old? Your dad is 150 years old. Don't I get the founder? And plus, there is no founder of Father's Day, it looks like. It was just, I mean, it did align with Saint, what was it? Saint Joseph's Day? But there was no founder. St. Joseph's Day is also on the 19th of March, so I don't know what they're on about. It doesn't even say his birthday, considering it was St. Joseph's was back in 19th of March was dedicated to St. Joseph's in several Western calendars by the 10th century. This custom was established in Rome in 1479. So I'm not quite sure how he knows the birthday of someone that was pretty much existed before the year 1479, but your dad is a wise man. No, the founder. There is no founder. What's he on about? Who's the founder? He's not American. He's English. Oh, what's the English Father's Day actually? Let's look at that. See if we can use his logic. All right. Let's look. Father's Day. Let's go. This was sorted by, I think it was by regions. So European. United Kingdom. There we go. In the United Kingdom, Father's Day is celebrated on the third Sunday of June. The day does not have a long tradition. Steve World in English Year 2006 states that it entered English popular culture sometime after the Second World War, not without opposition. So it wasn't even established until after the Second World War. So I don't know. Maybe Steve's birthday. He was born in 1979. So it doesn't say when. Doesn't say when. But yeah, don't know what's he on about. Tell him to pull his head in. Facts. So it'll be the 19th of June. It'll be the 19th of June there, but it's got nothing to do with the founder bullshit. Call him out on that. Because if he wants Father's Day celebrated, you do it right. You don't make up facts. Anyway, I need Mickey. That's the 3rd of June. Oh my god, I hate my dad. What, the first? No, the third Sunday, I think it said. Yeah, Father's Day is celebrated on the 3rd Sunday of June. So this year, actually, we'll switch over. So they're done it. So I'm going to bring up a calendar. So the 3rd Sunday of June. We're in June now. The first Sunday would be the 1st of June. Second Sunday would be the 8th of June. Third Sunday would be the 15th of June this year. Yeah. It's the 18th. That's not. The 18th is a Wednesday. What are you on about? I think Spy's in a different dimension. I think they're in a parallel universe where things are weird. I'm starting to have this idea that I think Spy is in a different reality than we are. I say, well, that leads to the question I was saying before. Do you celebrate Father's Day if someone is overseas? If they're in the UK and you're in the US and in New Zealand, for instance, which day do you celebrate Father's Day? Do you celebrate it in September, or do you celebrate it in June? What would be the rule? I don't know what the rule would be. Yeah, both June and September is dumb. Yeah, like either way, it's dumb. Like it's a holiday just made to earn businesses money. At the end of the day, it's just one of those holidays. It doesn't have much meaning, but play the thought experiment. Is which one makes more sense? He wants 2 days. Well, he can't. Tell him to pick one. You should go to them and force the decision on him. Like, all right, this is what I've learned. What I've learned is, for one, there's no founder of Father's Day, and if you still believe there is, go prove it. Two, Father's Day is different in the UK and in New Zealand, so you have to pick which day you would prefer for Father's Day to be. And three, tell him to grow up because Father's Day is a made up holiday anyway just to earn corporations money, so he needs to pull his head in. And four, ask him when his birthday is because I'm pretty sure he won't even know that. December makes more sense. Yes, so. I mean, there's not really a lot in September, right? To be honest, it's weird that in modern society, we don't really have a lot of major holiday stuff happening in the middle of the year. I mean, you have Easter, kind of, but, I mean, all of it's just religious holidays in the middle of the year. I mean, to be fair, the majority of holidays have some kind of religious tie. I'm so glad I was never born that way. I can't imagine, like, needing to follow rules. Like, read a book and just feel shame all the time. That's what I think most religion is. It's just shaming you into doing the right thing. This doesn't seem right. that should be hopefully enough for a potion. I want to get at least one run done. His birthday is 90 days before mine. He's 38 years older than me. That I remember. So basically, he had you when he was my age. That's scary. I'm getting old. Oh, got a stack of those. I should go dump those. Sure, go over here. A lot of porting everywhere. Where's Stitch? He's over there now. God damn it. Make up your mind, bro.
Yes, mother citizen.
Yeah, my mum was 34, 35. But that's about the same age as my partner. She's a bit younger, though. There's hope for me, yeah. I have a stack of those. Cool. Alright, we'll dump those off as well. I was living in my own world, then I wouldn't have these crazy chats. True. That is very true. Or you have an alternative version of Dave where he's actually a lot more watchable. Alright, what am I doing? Think, Dave. Nearly finished these, finally. And these are piling up nicely, too. Cool. Got 99 of those. Pick up the buttons while I'm here. So I think it's this one. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's the stack of 99 too. Cool. Sometimes when there's only one there, I'm not sure whether I've just put that to remind myself what it is. Or it's a stack. There we go. Normally if there's more than one, then I know it's... Alright, cool. Talking to myself at this point. I had no idea you could track Dreamlight stuff like this to claim all the achievements. Never thought out this. Yeah, I mean, that's the joys of me playing it so much. You kind of learn that little things. It's a good way of like tracking it. And you can switch it. I mean, they only introduced the tracking thing just recently, but recently-ish. It makes things a bit easier. Alright, now let me make the potion. There you go. Alright, now I need to find a mining buddy. He's a digging buddy. He's a gathering buddy. Only one I know at the top of my head for sure is a mining buddy is Mickey. Alright, yeah. Where are you, Mickey? Hey there. So tomorrow we will be watching the update, the dev update, live on stream. Normally it comes out around the same time I do stream as well. I'm hoping they stick to that, and then we can watch it live on stream, and we'll be able to watch it for the first time. So um, I probably won't watch it straight off the bat. I'll give it about 15, 20 minutes before. So it's around about, oh, let's say 6:30 my time. So about 30 minutes after I normally start, and then we'll watch it live on stream together if we want, and we can have a chat about it and dissect it. So if you are interested into what's going to be coming up in the future of the game, it might pay to either watch it yourself or watch it here. Alright, so let's drink the potion. Alright. Over the chat, they chat about Skull Rock and not just part 2 of Story of Val. I think, considering how much they've teased on their social medias about Skull Rock recently, the last week, let's just say it's going to be very unlikely for them not to talk about it. So it'll be interesting. And also, they tend to give a bit of a preview of what's going to come over the next 3 months, 4 months. So I think we're going to get some. I think what I'm excited for is not the content drops. I'm more excited about those other bells and whistles that we normally get with quality of life stuff. So the only thing quality of life wise that we know we still are waiting on is the ability to put pass on an angle. They said they're going to introduce that. So it'll be interesting to see what other things they're going to introduce. Maybe multiplayer improvements, maybe other things. It's the unexpected things I want. Because I think they are definitely committing to the longevity of the game. The game's not going anywhere. I think it's got a healthy player base. I think it's got a healthy amount of people coming back to the game. I think they have to work on people playing it more, or playing it more collaboratively, and they need more aspects of that. I mean, multiplayer is good, but it has so many limitations that it definitely doesn't have a lot of enjoyment there. And they can easily improve that with a little bit more of collaboration kind of thing. But we'll see. I do think from a forum board said they're having licensing problems with Ralph and Cinderella. Not even surprised. Why would they have licensing problems with Ralph or Cinderella? That's a weird one. I mean, why out of all the characters that you currently see in the game that Ralph and Cinderella will be the issues, considering they're all owned by the same company? And also, we've got Vanellope and we've got Fairy Godmother already. Yeah, I think that person was talking out of their ass. There is no, I don't, the licensing problems don't even make any sense. They need to get permission from Disney. Yeah, but why those two characters? Why block those two characters out of all the characters that they've introduced into the game? It makes no sense. That doesn't make any sense. Go back on that forum and, from me, tell them they're dumb and it doesn't make any sense. Oh, I didn't do a run of these things, so I'll just gather them as I go. Yeah, it doesn't make sense if those are the only two characters that they've banned. Literally no sense. I think they just haven't had a good reason to put them in the game yet. I think that's the only reason we haven't seen them. they tend to like to introduce characters with some context behind it. And with Fairy Godmother, they had that context because, well, she was part of that quest line, and it made sense in the story. I just think for Ralph and for Cinderella, it just hasn't made sense to introduce them into the game yet. I think they're dragging out their storyline and whatever. I mean, they've already completed the storyline. They also need the voice actors or someone close to it. It's annoying. It makes no sense. It makes sense. In all honesty, it makes sense why they're not in the game. It makes it, the reason why they're not in the game is because they haven't found a good reason to put them in the game yet. And so having them in their back pocket helps their planning as well. It's like, all right, this next update we're going to struggle with content, or we've got this event or this thing coming up in the game, or that they're planning for the game. So let's introduce this character there. I think it makes complete sense. They just haven't got a good reason to introduce them into the game yet. Because they can't introduce it as a realm, because introducing one character into the game isn't what they do with realms. Realms, they typically introduce multiple characters at the same time. So, I think it makes sense, personally. Alright, we're at 100 pure ice, so we're making progress. And that's coming up the ranks here. Alright, we need more, whatever they're called, Vinets crystals, whatever they're called. I think they just, I think, no, with Ralph, I personally, this is my conspiracy, I think with Ralph, they're holding back on Ralph until they have another major multiplayer thing they want to introduce. I think that makes sense, because they use Vanellope to introduce the whatever they call it, the multiplayer thing that's here. This little portal here, they use that for Vanellope and Dream Snaps. And I think if they introduce another multiplayer thing, they're going to use Ralph to do that. So they introduce Ralph, and then maybe he brings that other feature that you have to unlock Ralph to use. That one makes sense. Cinderella, I think it's going to be one of those kind of things they introduce like Stitch. Is, he had to find the socks for Stitch and then he was unlocked. They could introduce her that way. I just don't think they've had a need to do it, mainly from a content position. I think what they'll do is they'll map things out, and if they go, all right, this update is actually very light on content, we need something else to bulk it out. I know, let's use this update to introduce Cinderella. But because they've planned things out so far, they haven't needed to fill that gap yet. So they've got Cinderella in the back pocket, they've got Ralph in the back pocket, going to use Ralph for a new multiplayer feature, going to use Cinderella for more content for a patch that may be a bit weaker. Maybe they'll use it just before, what they do just before the end of the year. They typically have a weaker content patch because they're getting ready for the next expansion. They kind of use that as like a bug fixing patch, and it's normally just one that they don't have a lot of content with. They did it with Eternity Isle, and they did it with Storybook Vale. So maybe they're holding off until they have that kind of patch again. So I think it makes sense. That's the only justification I can have with it. Or it could be complete opposite of that. They just don't want to use them. Could be that as well. Could be too buggy or anything. Yeah, would Ralph beat Candyland or the internet? Yeah. As for Cinderella, they should use it should be a ballroom dance. I don't know why. Just her. I think Cindy lost her glass slipper. Maybe Charming missing. Yeah. The thing is that when they do realms, they typically introduce two characters, not one. So that makes it probably a bit harder. I think they introduced Cinderella as just a random off character. But it also means if they introduce Cinderella as a random off character, you probably won't be getting a Cinderella realm anytime soon. So maybe Prince Charming they'll introduce there. I do think it's justified them not using those characters yet. I think they just haven't got a really good reason to use them, and that's probably a good thing. You don't force companies to do things just for the sake of the audience. Do things for the sake of the game. If the audience doesn't like it, they'll let you know. But I think from this point you can probably trust the devs to do something that will please somebody. They very rarely do something that upsets everybody. I like to see more villains, to be honest. I would too. I 100% agree with that one. I think, yeah, I do wish they'd do a little bit more with the villains, since it's hinted that there's more going on. Um, is it wrong that I want Skyrock to be a daughter Neverland? I think it's going to be Jack Sparrow. I think we're not going to get Peter Pan. I think that's too big of a drop to just randomly get. I think we're going to get Jack Sparrow, because that's the only character that also, outside of Cinderella and Ralph, Jack Sparrow is the only other character where we know that there's a model for. So there's a good chance we could get Jack Sparrow. And the recent teaser, they've got rid of the feather that everyone was using to speculate that we were getting Peter Pan. So I think it might be Jack Sparrow. I think it's more likely to be Jack Sparrow than before that. We'll find out tomorrow, but I think it would be a wasted opportunity to introduce Peter Pan or Tinkerbell right now. Yeah, I heard Jack Sparrow was in it for the get-go. Yeah, because they've made a model for it. So we've seen the model. We used to explore all that kind of stuff ages ago. Um, oh, got that. So we know Jack Sparrow is models all good to go. The same as Cinderella, same as Ralph. So it could be just one they've had in their back pocket for a while, that they've been planning for a while to use. Um, yeah. A dart over here. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that model, not bad. Yeah, so it could be just another one they've had in the back pocket that they actually wanted to use this time, because they are releasing the second half of Storybook Vale. Having that in the back pocket means they don't need to put in so many developer resources into that free content. They can focus on the expansion content. They can have that locked in. They can save time. They can save time and manpower, and they can put their focus on something else. So that makes sense to me. And that's probably what they've done here. Now, obviously on the devil advocate side of things, could be completely wrong, and they could be Peter Pan or Tinkerbell or whatever anyone wants. It would be a bit of a waste, considering he's such a huge character, and there's so much you could do with the aesthetic of Peter Pan and all that kind of stuff. You can make a huge, hell, you could even make an expansion pack centered around him as well, like a Neverland kind of esque expansion pack, similar that I've done here, like two worlds colliding together. I think it would be a bit of a missed opportunity if they did that. But I mean, I think they also probably are thinking about it in a way of like, we don't know how long this game is going to go on for. This could be our last opportunity to put in a character like this. I think that's why we get so many diverse characters. We typically don't go back, because I think they go, all right, we don't know how long this game is going to go on. Let's just try and introduce as much as we can from all these different genres and movies and all that stuff, just so we can tick as many boxes as we possibly can. But it is reaching a point where they've introduced so much into the game that they're probably running out of the big characters, and they have to start going back a little bit and introducing a few niche ones. And I think they're probably getting a little bit more comfortable knowing the game's not going to collapse tomorrow in terms of its player base. The people that play this game are typically in it for a little while. And there's still a pretty healthy online creator community about the game as well. I mean, Senpai is pretty much only does Dreamlight Valley content, and there's so many other content creators that do it as well. Star in the Sky, that guy as well. I mean, I don't know all of them, but I know there's a decent amount. Alright. Well, I've got to wrap things up, don't I? Part of me wants to use the pickaxe before I log out. How about we be sneaky and just do that real quick? I'll make up the time on the other end of work. I always do. It's not even dropping for me. There you go. Oh. A lot of stone I'm getting. A lot of star sapphires. How are my star sapphires going? Star sapphires at 83, so there's still a while to go with that. This is why this mining is good, because I'm actually knocking off 2. It's a 2 for 1. Hi, Kenzie. I'm just about to go to work, so just about to finish for the day. Yeah. Where is... I need another one. Oh, I'll go down this way. So I need 19 more pure ice. I think the axe definitely does help. Potion. Okay. Okay. Shouldn't you be at school? Isn't school today? Isn't school today, isn't it? What's today? Today's Wednesday. Should be at school. There's the PS. There we go. So I need 18. 18 more. I should be able to knock that out. Goodness, I miss school. Yeah, me too. Me too. All right, well, we'll leave it there. So I'll be on later today, around about 6, 7 p.m. New Zealand time. I'll be back on later today. But yeah, it was a good stream. So thanks for everyone popping along. Thanks, Spy. Hopefully I made your morning a little bit more interesting. It's good to see you early in the morning. Thanks, Thresser. Thanks, Lindsay. Thanks, Yasmin. Thanks, Mr. Tanker. Thanks, Ramona. Thanks, my niece, Kenzie, who's reminding me it is 8. Oh, your school's at 8:10. What are you? Well, you must leave for school. I don't know. And thanks anyone else that's watching this in hindsight or is watching this on the VOD. I do appreciate you. We will be doing the dream stats later today as well. So if you've got a dream stat, and what we're going to do from now on, this is the new plan. If you've done a dream snap, put it in the Discord, and just before I do my dream snap, we're going to look at everyone's dream snaps. So if you do want yours shown on the stream later today, post it in the Discord, and we'll go through that. And we could do it a bit of a weekly kind of thing. So there you go. And if you're not awake, unfortunately, for the stream later today, because of time zones, all that stuff, the VOD will be there, so you can check out everyone else's as well. And obviously, it will be in the Discord. Anyway, we'll leave it there. I'm going to go to work because you got to do that to pay the bills. But anyway, until then, everybody,